All right, FFA, what's up, everybody? Good morning and welcome to this Monday morning call. Hey, if you guys got me loud and clear, drop it in the chat box for me. This software was giving me a little bit of issue getting this call kicked off here, but once I get some thumbs up from you guys, we will keep it rolling here. But I believe it's working good. So jumping into today's call, December 9th, 2024, we're about to announce two of the most important awards of 2023 with you guys on today's call. So if you want to hear who is being nominated for Rookie of the Year and for Agent of the Year, stay tuned for that because we are going to jump into that here shortly. So big announcement on today's call for who pushed all of last year and who is going to be nominated for those two awards come the holiday party. So hopefully you guys saw that invite come through. That's where the awards are going to go down. So jumping into today's call, want to give a big shout out to some agents, all right, from last week who just absolutely crushed it. They hit their 4K goal and they earned themselves more free leads going into this week. So big shout out to Becky claiming that 4K prize. Big shout out to Allison for her claiming those leads as well. Stephanie, like always, with a big week, over 4K for her. Big shout out to Beth with a big week. Not only did Beth sling some life insurance, I know she was slinging some Medicare right up until the last day of AEP. So nice work to you, Beth. Big shout out to Kelly hitting that 4K. Actually, Kelly hit 5K last week. Definitely earning her some more free leads for this week. So nice work to Kelly. Big shout out to Erin claiming her free leads for the week. Rebecca claiming hers like always. Big shout out to Jennifer Garner for always doing big things out there. She hit the 4K club. I think she was closer to 6K though. So sorry for shortchanging you there, Jennifer, but she hit over 6K, I think, last week. Big shout out to Dougie Fresh. I don't know how Doug finds a way to do it. Doug has found a way to not only create his own Christmas tree lights for his house or his Christmas lights. Okay. If you guys haven't checked out Doug's wife's Amanda's Facebook, go to her Facebook page, Amanda Taylor, and check out those lights that Dougie Fresh built. All the ladies in the agency, if you would like a really cool Christmas light decoration for the front of your house, right? This is like, it looked like it come out of the movie from like The Grinch or something. It looked very professional. If you would like that, I believe Doug is taking orders for those lights. Just kidding, Doug. Don't mean to put more work on you, but for real, check out the Facebook page. Maybe he'll open up his own Christmas light shop in the month of December for FFA. We'll see. Word's out on that one still, but nice work to Doug. Even amongst decorating his house, he still was able to lock in a huge week and claim his free leads for the week. Big shout out to Jenna, like always winning. Jenna's always in like the top 5. I don't think I can ever remember a time since Jenna got started here years ago that she's not been in the top 5. So nice work to you, Jenna. Mindy, who you guys got to hear from on last week's call. If you guys haven't listened to the Friday call, go back to it, okay, and listen to it and listen to Mindy's story. All right, she dropped so many great tips for you guys, but her story was phenomenal. So go back and listen to that call. But big shout out to her. She had a well over 6K week, earning her some more free leads. Big shout out to Jody. I feel like every time I opened up the agency chat, Jody was posting another picture with her and her clients as she helped a ton of people last week. And then taking home #1 agent goes to Dennis, had over $13,000 of AP. So big shout out to Dennis for just absolutely dominating week 49. Huge things to come from him. So nice work to you guys. Hey, make sure you guys are on the lookout because you'll get more free leads sent your way. Okay, if you want to switch up the county that I'm getting them for you, make sure you text me early today because I'm going to be sending those leads out to you guys shortly after today's call. All right, for the counties that you signed up for. So nice work to you guys there. Let's jump into the verse, all right, of the day. I thought it would be a cool thing to add a verse on every call that we could read, especially on a Monday, to kick off this week. But back through my Facebook memories, Alicia had sent this to me all the way back in like August of 2012. all right, coming up over 12 years ago, right? It's crazy. But she sent this to me. I thought, man, this is perfect for today's call. It says, do not worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank him for all that he's done. Then you'll experience his peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your heart and mind as you live in Christ. Awesome verse to kick off this week. Don't worry about a single thing, right? Don't worry about those leads. Don't worry about whatever's going on for the holidays. Don't worry about anything. All right, just have peace in him. It's amazing what you can achieve in a week. It's amazing what your brain can feel like in a week. All right, if you just release all that worry and let him guide your path. So that's the verse for this week. Thought you guys would love that one. Don't forget, sign up for coaching. I've got this whole week was totally booked for coaching calls, which I'm super excited to do, but I opened up more time in the afternoon. So if you've went to sign up for this and you've not been able to, go back on the links. Okay. They're in the WhatsApp chat. Just put coaching call. You'll see the link there in the search bar and book a time. There's a lot more time opened up for that. So if you went on there last week and couldn't find a spot, it should be open for you now. So go back through 200K club and up. If you're a full-time agent, that should be the goal. That should be the standard that you run towards. And if you're a builder, let's get that team rolling. Okay. We'll go over recruiting, training, coaching, all that good stuff to get your agency thriving. So make sure you guys book a call there and book one each week. Okay. Let's check in with each other each week and get you where you want to be at. Let's dive into something that has been long awaited. So all of 2023, right? You guys were running 2023. Look at me. Y'all know this is a Monday, right? Because it's 2024 and I put the wrong year on that. So that's hilarious. But it's the 2024 award nominees. You can tell I'm getting older, right, on these calls. But 2024 award nominees. Let's jump into one of the biggest ones, the Agent of the Year. Okay, who is it going to be? We've got 4 agents that are neck and neck as we battle our way out, all right, in the month of December. Okay, November numbers will be getting sent out to you guys here probably by the end of this week. But as of the end of October, right, we had 4 agents that are so close to each other. Okay, we've got Jody, all right, leading her way in the top 4. We've got Aaron so far sitting in the top spot. We've got Joni right up there as well. And then we've got Savannah. So it is between you 4 running for Agent of the Year. So I know Joni and Savannah have won it before. Joni's won it back-to-back years. And then we got Jody and Aaron creeping in to take that title. So who do you guys think is going to win? Put it in the WhatsApp chat. Let's put on you see that thing on Facebook, the sports booking, the betting thing. Maybe we should open up a sports booking betting for who's going to win this award. So we got Jody, Aaron, Joni, and Savannah. But hey, check it out, guys. Whether or not you win this award, what a huge accomplishment to find yourself in the top 4 for the entire year. Each month, all right, you're battling out a ton of agents to get your name on this spot. So if your name is on this chart, I applaud you for all of the hard work and effort that you've put in this year. You definitely deserve it. So nice work to you guys. Next up, we're going to talk about Rookie of the Year. Now, my GIF on this PowerPoint is not working, but this was from the Wolf of Wall Street, and the guy came on, Matthew McConaughey, and he was talking about rookie numbers, but it's not working for some reason. So anyway, Rookie of the Year. All right, we've got Jody. Not only is she in the running for Agent of the Year, she's also in the running for Rookie of the Year. We've got Antonio down there in South Carolina getting nominated for Rookie of the Year as he had a huge jump start his first year here getting kicked off. I think he got kicked off in like April or May, almost midway through the year. So nice work to him. And then big shout out to Sam with her first full year here at FFA. Not only has Sam crushed the personal production, but she's been dominating the team building as well. So this one's going to be a close one. All right, we're going to have to put the betting out on this one too, but we got Jody, Antonio, and Sam for being awarded for Rookie of the Year. Guys, this is a tough industry to break into, right? And I want to give these rookies a shout out because they jumped into this and they just followed the system in place, right? You've heard all of them talk on calls before, but they just show up for themselves every single day. And I think that's one of the hardest things to do as a rookie agent is have that consistency. And they've all had it. And that's why they find themselves here in the top 3 for rookies for 2024. So big shout out to them. Who you guys think is going to win? Put it in the chat. I don't see you guys posting many names in the chat. You guys must be afraid to be wrong. All right. Who do you think is going to win Agent of the Year? And who do you think is going to win Rookie of the Year? All right. Drop it in the chat. But those are the 2 awards we're going to announce today. Stay tuned on Wednesday's call because we're going to announce even more award nominees on Wednesday. And maybe Wednesday I'll fix the year to have the right year, right? Maybe I'll actually have it be 2024 instead of 2023. So stay tuned for Wednesday as we announce more awards. But again, the awards are given out at the holiday party coming up here in just a few weeks. So excited to see who wins that. Let's talk about the topic for today's call, which is breaking the chains. Okay, what do I mean by breaking the chains? Have you guys ever lived life waking up, especially on a Monday, right? Monday's like the dreaded day of the week for a lot of people. Have you ever lived that feeling like you're just bogged down, right? Like you just got a lot of chains on you. You're trying to break free, right? The mission of this whole company is to be able to help people become financially free, all right, through this career and through this industry. And I think that's one of the biggest chains that is put on people. All right. They did a study out there. You know what the number 1 reason is? All right. For divorce, I think, and like the marriage statistics, all right, over 50%, I think, of marriages end in divorce. You know what the number 1 reason is? Finances. All right. That was the number 1 thing, financial stress, because it leads to just chaos and every other thing. All right. So talk about a chain, right? Talk about when you graduate high school and then you go to college or you go to whatever you want to do, right? Think about the financial chain, right? The chain you put on yourself, having to pay for that. Think about being a young parent. All right. Those of you that have kids on the call, think about how much those diapers cost, right? We have 4 kids. I know how much diapers. There's no telling how much money we've spent on diapers over the years. I have changed. All right. I don't know. I've not counted this, but I might hold the Guinness Book of World Records for the most diapers ever changed by a man. I could potentially hold that record. I don't know. We'll have to go back in time and count that, but I might be a world record holder. You guys are listening to right now on today's call, but breaking chains, right? Why do I share that? Don't set worldly boundaries. Okay. I might've made that word up. I don't know. If you're a grammar teacher, worldly, is that an actual word? I don't know, but it sounds right. It sounds right for that sentence. Don't set those boundaries. Okay. Go back to that first verse that we shared on today's call where it said, don't worry about anything, but in everything, pray about it. All right. And you'll have peace about that. Okay. I remember setting so many worldly boundaries on us that I just never thought we could get past, right? I never thought that if our washer and dryer broke, we would be able to go buy one and not have to put it on a credit card, right? I never thought that we'd be able to walk into Lowe's and buy a generator if the power went out and not have to use the Lowe's credit card, just pay cash for it, right? But it was like 2018, 2019 timeframe where we kind of broke those chains free, right? We got out of that attitude and we realized that we're just putting those chains on us, right? Think about like the God that we serve. All right. Think about what they tried to do to him, right? Beat him, cursed him, slandered him, hung him on a cross, killed him. And then 3 days later, he showed up and said, told you, right? Can't stop me, right? Resurrected. Think about that, right? Think about there was 0 boundaries that he had. And if you have his blood running through you, then why do you have any boundaries on you? Okay. If you were the child of like the king, right, of the entire world, Would you have any boundaries on you? All right. But guys, that's what we are. We're the children of the king of the world. But for some reason, we tend to put all these boundaries on us. So why am I talking about that on today's call? Because in this career and in your life, you don't have to have boundaries, right? There is no cap to what you can accomplish if you just put your mind to it and you work hard for it. All right. And you go out and you chase after it. You don't give in to those little excuses that the enemy presents you every single hour of the day to try to distract you, right? So how do you break the chain? Number one, don't set boundaries on yourself, right? If you're an in-person agent, don't just set the boundary of knocking on 10 doors today, 15 leads today. Knock on 100 and see what happens, right? If you're on the phones, if you're dialing on the phones, doing some telesales today, don't just call 50 people. Call 500, all right, and see what happens. Just like the Gilbert girls said, right? I think they said 1,000 dials or $1,000, right? That's their motto. I might have butchered that, but I think I got it right. 1,000 dials or $1,000, right? Can't stop until you get one of those two. So don't set boundaries on yourself. That's number one. Number two, develop a plan. Okay. Just like Jason Statham does in his awesome action movies, develop a plan. How are you going to break the chains that you put on yourself? Right? Guys, you picture this. I've shared this analogy for a lot of you on calls in the past. I'm sure most of you have heard this before, but if you're new here, if you're listening to this on Facebook or YouTube, all right, what happens if you came into your boss's office, right? Let's just pretend you have a boss, right? And you walk in there. Let's say you're applying for a brand new job. You walk into the office for your first interview, okay? And that guy, the manager or the owner, whoever it is, hands you a blank check. And he says, write down what you think you're worth, like for the year, all right? Like write down what number you want to get paid. And whatever you write down on that check, that's what we'll put your salary at. Okay. And you're like, your family's in the room with you. They're watching you. All right. What number would you put down on that check? Okay. Put it in the comment section or put it in the agency chat. What number do you think that you're worth? Right. I know some of you are probably thinking, I'm going to write down like $10 million. Some of you are thinking, I'm going to write down $50,000, right? So there's numbers all over the place. But what do you think you're actually worth? Like if you could pick a dollar amount to get paid every single year, what would that be? Guys, in this career, you're writing your own check every single day. Okay. You get to put the number on that check. Whatever you're seeing flow in is a direct reflection of the work that you're putting into this. So you're in that situation right now. How many of us would love to walk into an office and whatever we write down on a check, that's what we get paid? That's what you have here. That's what you have right now. So develop a plan to hit that number. Okay. Whatever that number is, there has somebody in this agency that has gone through that has broke that chain, that has hit that number, that can help you hit that too. All right. So don't be a stranger. Let's develop a plan to get you to break whatever chain it is that you have going on right now. Okay. That's number two. Number three. All right. This is the last one here. Commit to the plan. Okay. How do you commit to the plan? Guys, this isn't a 1 month career, a 2 month career, a 2-year career. This is a 10-year plan, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, a 20-year plan. Think about what could be accomplished if you stay committed, all right, for a specific amount of time, right? When we started FFA, we knew like it wasn't going to be what we pictured it after the first year. It wasn't going to be what we pictured it after the second year or the third year or the fourth year. This is a long-term plan, right? This is a long-term vision. And it's amazing what happens when you stay committed to something and you're following the plan day in to day out. It might get boring, right? It might get repetitive, but it's amazing what happens after 5 years of doing something when you look back and see the compounding effect that it has, right? Team builders out there, it's amazing what happens if you put your attention on agency building. It's amazing what happens in 12 months and you look back, 24 months, you look back, 36 months, you look back. It's crazy what could be accomplished if you just stay committed to something. Okay. So what does that look like for you? Guys, it's crazy what could happen if you get committed to just sitting down and presenting to 3 actual potential clients every single day, day in and day out for a year. 15 presentations a week. At the end of the year, you'd have made probably well over $150,000 of income, right? Just doing 3 a day. That's it. All right. It's that simple, but you have to stay committed. Where people get lost is they're only committed when they feel like it. They're not committed when they don't feel like being committed, right? They're like up and down. All right. That's when chains get put on you. That's when you get locked in, okay, to just whatever it is, whatever chain you've got on you. That's what happens, right? Talk about financial chains. What happens is you start making really good money. You start spending more money. Boom. You've got the chain put right back on you again. All right. You got to break that stuff. Okay. When we started making better money than we were, we actually sold a bunch of stuff and spent less money to break that chain even faster. You got to go through that process, right? When I was a brand new agent and I had the chain on me of not knowing what I was doing, I did more activity. Rather than sitting down with 3 people, I'd sit down with 4, 5 a day. All right. Because I was trying to make up for what I didn't know. And I broke that chain fast, right? You can break any chain that you have on you, but you got to stay committed to it. So 3 simple tips to help you guys going into this week. Super proud of everybody that was nominated for Agent of the Year and Rookie of the Year. Those are 2 just milestone achievements, okay, to get nominated for that a year. If you're a rookie in your very first year, you get nominated for Rookie of the Year, that is really an accomplishment for you. So congratulations to you. If you are an agent, you get nominated for Agent of the Year. That is a huge accomplishment, a huge feat to have. And it's just a testimony to all of your hard work. So great job to you guys. Everybody last week that put up some huge numbers and earned yourself those free leads. Shout out to you guys as well. I'm going to make sure I get those sent over to you today. But guys, we've only got 3 weeks left of 2024. Now is not the time to slow down. What you put in right now, like this week, the week of December 9th, is what you're going to reap come the first week of 2025. All right. So don't slow down, because come next year, all right, in the month of January, you're going to be seeing those deposits for what you wrote this month on those carriers that pay you on draft and all that good stuff. So now is the best time to get out there to help people, to help them have their plan set up for 2025. It's an awesome opportunity to finish this year strong. So let's go out this week and have the biggest week yet. And we will be back here on Wednesday.